सृजनशीलताको नौलो आयाम, नवीन विषय, नवीन प्रस्तुति। कार्यक्रम नवोदय संगालो, सृजनशील विद्यार्थीहरूको आवाज।
मात्र रेडियो मकवानपुर 101.3 मेगाहर्ट्जमा हरेक शुक्रबार साँझ 7 बजे।
मेरो जीवनको उदय नवोदय नवोदय जीवनभर सिक्ने चाहनाको।
Warm greetings to everyone who is listening to our program. Welcome back to yet another episode of Navodaya Sangaalo. You can listen us on Radio Makawanpur 101.3 MHz.
The only way to mathematics is to do mathematics. With this saying of Paul Helmos, I would like to start our program.
Great things are not done by one person. It is done by a team. So let the audience know about our team. It's me Arjaswal and I am the member of Navodaya Sishu Sadan Math Club.
Hello, it's me Ujjwal Yadav and I'm also the member of Math Club.
Last but not the least, myself Ronak Kumar. I am also a member of Navodaya Sishu Sadan Math Club. Now, talking about our club, Navodaya Sishu Sadan Math Club was established on 30th May 2021. This club is supposed to help the student to be active and cooperative with math subject without hesitating. The chairperson of our club is Shreya Prajapati and the chairperson of our math club is Nikesh Srivastava. And we are the members of math club are here to tell the physical uses of math in our daily life.
So Ujjwal, do you know about math and the importance of math in our daily life?
Is there any definition and importance of math in our daily life? I don't think so. Is there any definition and uses of math in our daily life?
Really? You don't know about the definition and importance of math in our daily life? So let me tell you, math is generally defined as the science that deals with numbers. It involves operations among numbers and also helps to calculate the product price, how many discounted prices are there. And if we are good in math, so we can calculate it very fast. Mathematicians and scientists rely on mathematics principles in their real life to experiment with new things every day. And
Wait. Okay, fine. I understood it.
And the importance of mathematics is mathematics helps to develop the ability to think, to help explain how things work. Likewise, it helps to develop wisdom and it increases the speed of institution. Similarly, money can be collected in mathematics when it is used as a profession. Now, last but not the least, it provides the child with an opportunity to get to the world.
I understand it in a better way. But if there is importance, then there must be use of it. Am I right?
Yes, my friend, you are.
If I am right, then can you tell me the uses of it?
Yes, my friend, I can. There are many uses of math. Without number and mathematical evidence, we can't resolve any issues in our daily life. There are time, measurements, rates, wages, tenders, discounts and claims, supplies, jobs, stocks, contacts and many more. And in the absence of these sports data, we have to face confusion and chaos.
Oh my god, there are lots of uses of math. Ronak, I think there is also a practical use of math. Am I right?
Yes, my friend, you are.
Look, my prediction. I'm always correct. Now can you tell me the practical use of it?
Why not? Sure. There are many practical use of math. People also think that can we use physically, in which situation we can use math, etc. And today I will solve their all queries. As we know, math is very useful in our daily life. Math can help us to do many things and important in our daily lives. So here are some daily life tasks for using math in our daily life, like making routine budget, construction purpose, exercising and training, interior designing, fashion designing, shopping at grocery store, cooking and baking, sports, last but not the least, management of time, etc.
Ronak, you are so much talented. As Ronak has already mentioned some physical uses of math in our daily life, now let me explain you some points. Making routine budgets. Some people or children think, how much should I spend today? Should I save more? Etc. The simple answer to such a question is math. People prepare budgets based on simple calculation with the help of simple mathematical concepts. The application needed for this topic are basic mathematical operation, which is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, calculation of percentage, and arithmetic calculation. Second topic is exercising and training. Some gymnast thinks, should I reduce some body fat? Will I ever be able to gain my dream body? How? When? Will I be able to gain muscles? Here, the simple concept that is followed is math. Yes, based on simple mathematical concept, we can answer the above mentioned questions. We set our routine according to our workout schedule, count the numbers of repetitions while exercising, etc., just based on math. The applications which are needed for this topic are basic mathematical operation and logical and analogical reasoning. Raunak, now can you start giving the information? I want to take some rest.
Okay, I can. You can relax, man. Take a small breath. So, listen me carefully. Interior designing. Interior designing seems to be a fun and interesting career, but do you know the exact reality? A lot of mathematical concepts, calculations, budgets, targets, etc. are to be followed to excel in this field. The applications which are needed are geometry, ratio and percentage, mathematical operation and calculus and statistics. Fashion designing. Just like interior designing, math is also a essential concept of fashion designing. From taking measurement, estimating the quality and quantity of clothes, choosing the color theme, estimating the cost and profit, to producing cloth according to the need and taste of the customer. Math is followed at every stage. The application needed for this topic are basic mathematical operations like ratio, percentage and geometry. Ujjwal, as we have already mentioned some point, do you understand the point which we have mentioned?
Yes, of course, I understood the points.
Then can you please explain me any two of them?
Why not? I would definitely explain to you. Shopping at grocery stores and superstores. The most obvious place where you would see the applications of basic mathematical concept is your neighborhood grocery store and supermarkets. These schemes like flat 50% off, buy one get one free, etc. are seen in most of the store. Customer visit the store, see such schemes, estimated the quantity to be bought, the weight, the price per unit, discount, calculations, and finally the total price of the product and buy it. The applications which are needed for these topics are mathematical operation, ratio, percentage, and algebra. Am I right, Raunak?
Yes, my friend, you are right.
Then let me explain one more topic to you, cooking and baking. I think you would obviously think that cooking does not relate with mathematics, but in your kitchen also the mathematics is performed. For cooking or baking anything, a series of steps are followed telling us how much of the quantity to be used for cooking, the proportion of different ingredients, method of cooking, the cookware to be used, and many more. The application needed for these topics are mathematical algorithm, mathematical operation, ratio, and proportion.
Ujjwal, you are so smart. Now let me explain some points. Sport. Math improves the cognitive and decision-making skill of a person. Such skills are very important for a sport person because by this he can make the right decision for his team. If a person lacks such abilities, he won't be able to make correct estimation. So math also performs an important part of the sport fields. The applications which are needed for this topic are probability, mathematical operation and algorithm, logical reasoning and game theory. The second topic is management of time. Now, managing time is one of the most difficult tasks which is faced by a lots of people, and individuals want to complete several assignments in a limited time. Not only the management, some people are not even able to read the timing on an analog clock. Such problems can be solved only by understanding the basic concept of math. Math not only helps us to understand the management of time but also to value it. The applications needed for managing time are logical reasoning, basic mathematical operation, and last but not the least is reasoning. Third topic is driving. Speed, time, and distance All these three things are studied in mathematical subject, which are the basic of driving irrespective of any mode of transportation. In this field also math is important. The application needed for driving are logical reasoning, numerical reasoning and mathematical operation.
Hey Arus, can you wait for a second? I have many points roaming in my head. Let me share it. Automobile industry. The different car manufacturing companies produce cars based on the demands of the customer. Every company has its own category of cars. Demand of the customer from microcars to luxurious SUVs. In such companies, base mathematical operations are being applied to gain knowledge about the different demands of the customer. The application needed for these topics are mathematical operations, ratio, proportion, statistics, geometry and algorithm. Hospital. Every hospital has to make the schedule of the timing of the doctors available, the systematic methods of conducting any major surgery, keeping the records of the patients, record of success rate of the surgery, keeping the number of ambulance required, training for the use of medicines to nurses, and scheduling all the tasks, etc. All these are done based on mathematical concept. The application needed for these topics are budgeting, operations, ratio, proportion, and body mass index. Weather forecasting. The weather forecasting is all based on the probability concept of math. Through this, we get to know about the weather condition like whether it's going to be sunny or rainfall. In this field, also mathematical is necessary. The application needed for these topics are probability and statistics.
Ujjwal, you are learning very fast and understanding properly. Now, let me explain. Manufacturing industries. The part of math called operations research is an important concept which is being followed at every manufacturing unit. This concept of math gives the manufacturer a simple idea of performing the number of tasks under the manufacturing unit. The application needed for these topics are operations resources, statistic, ratio, and probability and algebra. Computer application. The field of mathematics and computing intersect both in computer science. The study of computer application is next to impossible without math. The concept like computation, algorithm, and many more forms that base for different computer application like PowerPoint, Word, Excel, etc. are impossible to run without math. The applications needed for this topic are computation, algorithm, coding method and cryptography. Planning of cities. Urban planning all includes the concept of budgeting, planning, setting targets and many more which all form the part of mathematics. No activities is possible without math. The application needed for these topics are trigonometry, algebra, linear programming and operations research. Now, my another topic is problem solving skills. Problem solving skill is one of the most important skills which every individual should possess to be success in life. Such skill helps the individual in making correct decision in life, but be it professional or personal, the application needed for this topic are logical reasoning, mathematical reasoning, and basic mathematical operations.
I have one more idea which is roaming around my head. Let me tell you. Marketing. The marketing agencies make the proper plans as how to promote any product or service. The tasks like promoting a product online, use of social media platforms, following different methods of direct and indirect marketing, door-to-door sales, sending emails, making calls, providing the number of schemes like buy one get one free, flat 50% offer, offering discount on a special occasion, etc. are done on the basis of simple mathematical concept. Thus, math is present everywhere. The application needed for these topics are budgeting, percentage, ratio, algebra, probability, and mathematical operation.
You two take some rest. Now let me explain some points. Banking. Mathematics affects the financial decision that we make every day. From paying our bill to using coupons at the grocery store, math is a part of our everyday lives. Number sense and facility with mathematical concept is especially useful in banking. We use math for budgeting, spending, saving, and investing in this field. Agriculture. Mathematics has enabled farming to be more economical, efficient, and has increased productivity. Farmers use mathematics as a system of organization to effectively utilize their time and manage their money. Farmers use numbers every day for a variety of tasks, from measuring and weighing to land marking.
Oh my god, today I'm collecting lots of information. Today I'm very happy. Now I know that I can explain you some more points. So let me explain again. Sewing. There is a lot of obvious mathematical in sewing, measuring fabric, grading patterns, calculating seams, allowance, but the mathematical in sewing is much deeper than those skills. When you get down to it, sewing is applied in geometry. Engineering. Civil engineers use mathematical equations to study the chemistry for materials. In order to use the right materials for the project, engineers measure the strength of the material and apply chemical equations to judge the strength of the material.
Now, let me explain you some point. Technology. There is a fundamental significance to the mathematical way of thinking. Briefly, mathematics provides method for organizing and structuring knowledge so that when applied to technology, it allows scientists and engineers to provide systematic, reproducible and transmittable knowledge. Construction. Geometry construction help us to study geometry. With the help of geometry construction, we can create angles, bisect line, draw line, segment and all the geometry shapes. Care should be taken to have a sharp edge of the pencil for accurate measurement. Mechanical engineers. Mechanical engineers use math for many different reasons, like using physical formulas to determine things like energy and force, using algebra to design suspension system or developing algorithm for computer software. You will spend a lot of time in the field learning how a particular piece of machinery works. Accountant. Accountants use math in order to interpret facts and figures. This requires some basic and intermediate knowledge of mathematical concepts and theories. The accountant should also be familiar with the formulas used in order to calculate figures. Accountants may create chart or graph as a part of their interpretation.
Ronak, I think that are all. There are no more physical use of math in our daily life. Am I right?
No, my friend, this time you are wrong.
Yes, Ronak is right. Now also there are many physical uses of math like animated movie or movie graphic.
What? Animated movies? I don't understand it. Can you explain it?
My friend, don't be panic. I'm here. Do you like animated movies?
Yeah, I do. Even though I love it, I really appreciate the hard work of peoples.
In that also there is use of math. Listen to me carefully. Movie graphic put the math and art of digital image in motion. They rely on high-level mathematical concept to simulate familiar visual, auditory, and movement pattern. Math touches everything from lighting to color, shape. It also used in storage and transmission of graphic. Movie graphic often incorporate vector space in three-dimensional. Check out the chapter on vector for a deep look at vector arithmetics.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that the animated characters I was looking at were based on vector arithmetics.
Let me explain you some more points like finance and business. Commercial organizations use mathematics in accounting, inventory management, marketing, sales forecasting, and financial analysis. It helps you to know the financial formulas, fraction, measurement involved in interest calculation, high rates, salary calculation, tax calculation, etc. Computer programming. Algebra is used in computer programming to develop algorithms and software for working with math functions. It is also involved in design program for numerical programs. Statistics is a field of math that deploys quantified model representation and synopsis to conclude from data sets.
Today I'm getting a lots of points roaming in my head. I again had a point. Government researches and laboratories. Statisticians, computer scientists, researchers, actuaries, and mathematicians are greatly needed in government. For example, air traffic controller at the Federal Aviation Authority use mathematics to understand distances and measurement to direct airplanes at the moment notice. Space or aircraft industry. An aviation machine working on an aircraft fuel system also use mathematical principles to calculate volumes and capacities of fuel tanks. The use of fraction and surface area calculation are required to perform sheet material repair on aircraft structure.
Medical field. Doctor and nurse use math when they write prescription or administer medication. Medical professionals use math when drawing up statistical graph of epidemic or success rate of treatment. Doctor need to determine the number of mg of medicine each patient will require based on how much they weight.
Architecture. Mathematics is a core component of every engineering field and is also widely used in architecture. Architects use mathematics to calculate the square area of rooms and buildings and also to develop dimensions of the ground area and the shape required for other areas such as parking, plumbing, and others.
Population geography. Mathematics is used to study the extent of population growth by environmental scientists and the extent of population density. The mathematical formula is used in population geography at 3 levels. The first level involves measurement of processes and phenomena. The second level involves the derivation of empirical relationship, and the third level involves the construction of deductive model reflecting the basic mechanism of processing and phenomena.
Astronomy. Mathematics has always been of central importance of astronomy. Mathematical development were applied and motivated by astronomical calculations. Many of the most famous astronomers were also mathematicians and vice versa. Astronauts are using exact mathematical equations from how the spacecraft leaves the Earth atmosphere to how the astronauts drive the vehicle. Math may not teach us how to add love or subtract hate, but gives us hope that every problem has a solution. So let's not lose the hope. With this quotation, that's all for today. I hope you have gained as much information as possible. Our friends will be here again with interesting topic next week. So to listen our other episode, stay tuned to Radio Makwanpur 101.3 MHz. If you have any feedback, please provide it to Radio Makwanpur. Till then, stay tuned. Bye. See you next week.
जिम्मेवारी र अनुशासन हुनेछ साथ मेरो समय नै सर्वोच्च हो हुँदिनमा कहिले ढिलो जिम्मेवारी र अनुशासन हुनेछ साथ मेरो समय नै सर्वोच्च हो हुँदिनमा कहिले ढिलो नवोदय नवोदय यहाँ हुँदैछ मेरो जीवनको उदय नवोदय
सृजनशीलताको नौलो आयाम, नवीन विषय, नवीन प्रस्तुति। कार्यक्रम नवोदय संगालो, सृजनशील विद्यार्थीहरूको आवाज।
मात्र रेडियो मकवानपुर 101.3 मेगाहर्ट्जमा हरेक शुक्रबार साँझ 7 बजे।
नवोदय